Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first mindful morning. Tonight, the challenge actually starts, but this is just a prep. This is just to help you guys get ready. Let me go ahead and invite everybody. And I've worked really hard on making these even shorter, and sweet for you guys, because now if you're in, well, because it's important to have them short. I don't want to give you guys a whole lot. I want to give you the things that matter and are going to give you guys the best results. But I want to make sure that everyone that wants to be here is here, or at least sees this. So I will tag you in this if you are able to. So we're going to be doing these for the next couple mornings. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So let me make sure. Who else? Oh, here. I want to get Sarah. Okay. And if you guys are in the group chat, you're going to get a little extra. So if you will get over in the group chat, I know some people sometimes are like, I don't like to, like all of the notifications going off, and I get that, but it is actually really powerful to be able to hear other people's, experiences and stories and, their intentions and what it is that they're here for. And it's helpful to be around other people throughout the day. And you guys can put messages in there. You can, throughout the day, I'll also be dropping a couple, audio training, bonus things and stuff like that. But the thing that I'm going to be dropping in there this morning that I'm not going to do it on the live because it's kind of lengthy, but it's about routine and ritual. And my client, Janelle, she is on here. I'm sure she's here already. I don't know. But last weekend, I went to her house and we did a coaching session, and she has been struggling with needing routine, right? And how important routine is. And I have a story real quick about that I just started helping out and working at a clinic for addiction and mental health. And when I got there a couple months ago, there were the patients and the staff they were all confused, and there would be arguments all the time, and there would be constant chaos and confusion. And so what I realized was that there was no guidelines or routine. And when we don't have that, when we don't have routine, when we don't know what to expect, so there were no expectations. For me, when I worked at the Bridge, or when I created the processes for the Bridge Clinic, it was that I had them on a paper, and all of the clients, all the patients would sign this paper when they first came to their appointment that said, be prepared to take a urine drug screen when you come. If you miss, be prepared to if you miss, have 3 no-shows, we're going to have a coaching around it. They knew what was expected of them, but it was also boundaries that's going to help them be successful in their journey and their healing journey. Same concept here of when we know what to expect and when we know what is coming up and the expectations, then our nervous system can calm down. We can that's creating safety, right? So I want you guys to just take this into your life. This is why we do these mindful mornings. But back to my client last weekend, she was like, I don't have a routine. And she felt very chaotic. There was just chaotic energy moving, right? And she's like, I just don't know what to do. And I feel that way a lot. routine and structure have been very difficult for me to form. But once I understood what was actually happening, like what it did for me, where it helps us to remain calm, it helps us to stay in our window of tolerance, which you guys will learn about that in the master classes tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. But it helps us to show up as our best self because we're like in this container. And so inside of the group chat, if you are not in it, just send me a message and say I'm not in it. Or if you are on my email list, I sent that out last night with the link and all of that. But I'm going to go over there and do an audio here in a second about actually how to create a very strong routine. But this morning on here, for you guys just to get going, is just a simple mindful morning routine. So if you've done mindful mornings before, there are a couple. I've used the Savers method, which is like, it's like scripting, affirmations, visualization, exercise, and reading, and something else. But and which is still okay. We can still like choose one of those to do every morning. So like journaling, or which I don't, to be honest with you, I never journal in the morning anymore. Or visualization, which is, we're going to do a little bit of that. I think we're going to do a little bit of that tomorrow, or maybe it's today. I got to look at my thing here in a second, but I just don't even worry it. Like, that's great. Yes, you can have, and I actually have a PDF that has all that on there, but I really want to take the complication out of this and for you guys just to do it very, very quickly. Because it's all about just grounding, getting your mind right, getting your energy right, getting just into alignment with, okay, I am present, I am here, what is it that I'm about to do, or, what is it that I'm doing today, whatever it is, to set it up. But if you have a very difficult time with routine, if you feel resistance around routine, please share all of that. Like, what is all of this? Because if you want to get unstuck, this is what has to happen. And I guarantee you, if you feel disconnected or stuck in your life, it's about, there's something lacking. There's something that you're not, like, that's not happening when it comes to routine, right? And so, okay, let's go on to what I wanted to do for today. So hi Jake, hi Sarah. Let me see. I'm not sure. I can't see everybody, so it's fine. Let me go down here. And I want to get, so today, the topic, or like what today's mindful morning is called, it's all about clearing, like dropping the bullshit. That's what it's called. And it is about really starting to pay attention to your thoughts today. So also what these are for is I will kind of give you what to focus on during your day today, and then you'll come tonight and then use that information. So you'll gather information today as you go throughout the day. So this morning or today, it's about your thoughts, right? It's your thoughts, it's your feelings. And I do these on the same day because it's like sometimes people can feel better, like you feel anxious, you feel angry, you know more of how you feel, or some people know what they're thinking better. For me, I found out what I was thinking through my feelings. So if I was feeling sad or upset, I would be like, okay, what's the story I'm telling myself right now? Like, why am I sad? Why am I upset? What am I making this mean of whatever is happening? Now, if you're just new to doing this work, that might seem a little like, I don't know, intense. Like, what are you talking about? How do I, don't worry about any of that. I'm just going to ask you to do this, a breathing, right? Or like a pause throughout your day to check in with yourself of, maybe it is this morning, right now, we're going to do is check in with ourselves. And then this afternoon, and then maybe tonight, tonight we'll definitely do a grounding process before we start our session. But it's checking in with what's happening within yourself. And so And it's to bring your awareness inside of you. So to do this, even if you've been doing this a long time, this is just a great thing to do. So to do this, just go ahead and you can, take a couple breaths. So you can put your hand on your heart, or if you have, like I am using this palm stone all week, just because I want to be very grounded and like not flighty. I tend to be a little over the top sometimes. And so I want you guys to do that. Where is this? Hold on. Did I put it? Oh, wait, no, there it was. Sorry. I want you guys just to chill, just to sit down, whatever you're doing. And today it's called Burn the Bullshit, right? And so what we're going to do first, energetic check-in, right? Just close your eyes for a second. You can feel your feet on the floor. Just take a big deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to think about, how are you feeling right now? What's the feeling? Are you anxious? Are you excited to start the day? Are you feeling dread? Are you, or you can even look at it like, where's your vibration? Are you motivated? Are you not motivated? And you can think of the vibration too as our nervous system, to be honest. It kind of goes all together. No right or wrong, right? You're just checking in with how you're feeling. And then, what is it that I am thinking about? What am I making it mean? Are you worrying about something about that's happening today? Or are you, and if you are, okay, fine. Notice that, right? It's just information. This is all information. There's no way you need to be or not be. It is just the way you are, right? And so inside of the group, I'm going to be actually leading a meditation, like an audio one where you guys can listen to it. But for here, and for you guys to jump in over at that chat, I'll put the link too. But it is to check in with your feelings. What are your thoughts? What are you doing? You're watching this, right? You're focused on this. And then the next question is this moving you away from or closer to where you want to be? So now maybe it's not going to be me you're looking at in the afternoon, right? Or when you do it later. It's just you being present in what it is you're focusing on. That's really what we're finding out here. Because that is where focus goes, energy flows. So depending on, is this challenge getting you closer to the place that you want to be or further away? I would hope that it's closer. Hold on, my cat. Let me let her out. Toasty, go. Go. Get out of here. You do that every time. Okay. And so for that, does that make sense for everybody? Of just checking in with yourself, and you can use this as a journaling prompt too. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? And what am I doing? What am I focusing on? Is this moving me closer or away from where I want to be? And so today, to burn the bullshit, that's what the topic is today, is to burn the bullshit. And what we're going to do today, what I'll be doing over there, and the theme today is to clear, to get out of our head and back into our body, which is what I just explained, right? We want to get we want to get in our head for a second of like what's going on in there, but then drop into our body and feel what's happening, right? And know that you are right here with me, right in this moment. So we're not politely letting go. We're stripping off the mental noise that's been choking your clarity. That's what we're doing over today. Today, that's the focus, right? We want to release all of that. And so the ritual flow is one, it's a mental strip down. So what thought, this is a very powerful question. Again, if you're in the chat, I'm going to be repeating this with a little bit more stuff to it. But I want you to, there's some prompts you guys can answer today. What thought am I done entertaining today? Or what thought is in my head that doesn't belong there? Like it's not mine. And energy work can really come into this. And we will talk about energy work in the masterclass, but if you can also, like, I just like to cut cords too. If you feel like you need to cut cords, and I think Jake, yeah, you're on here. I know that you know how to do that. So if you want to cut cords, if you want to create a shield around, if you're very highly sensitive, which like he is, of just taking care of your energy today as well. And that doing that energetic check-in is going to help you do that. You're going to know where your energy is at. Now, so asking, what thought am I done entertaining today? Or what thought am I no longer available for? Or however you want to say it. But when you start to think of, I'm trying to think of like a thought of, oh, well, like back to my post I wrote last night about me going back to school. I'm like, for a long time, it was like, I'm older. I haven't been in school in 15 years. I got my associates like 15 years ago in 2010. Like, that's crazy. Oh my God. Or, you know, it's going to be a lot of money. And all of those things I had to say, okay, I am not that done. I'm done with that, because we are stepping into we're grieving the old identity, right? We are stepping into another version of ourselves when we do the work you're doing in these next 3 days. It's like, okay, I'm going to strip away the parts that are no longer serving me so I can expand into the version, like into where I need to go. So that's what I had to do in order to say yes. And it took me to, you know, I had to fill out my FAFSA. I did that like months ago, and then I didn't tell anybody. And then my boyfriend was like, hey, I think you should go back to school. Like, and I didn't even talk to him about it. So other people will start to say to you what your desire, like saying, you need to do this. You've been blah, blah, you've been coaching for like 7 years at this point. Why are you not moving forward? For me, right? And not, I know going back to school and getting your LCSW and like spending, you know, $100,000 is not for everybody, but I had to get rid of thoughts that were keeping me from doing that. So what thought are you done? And then 2, whenever you do the check in with your energy, you can also just shake off energy. You can do that. You can be like, okay, I'm getting all this energy off of me. You can go outside. I actually wanted to do this outside. My phone was dying. Go outside and shake it off, right? You're shaking off energy that no longer serves you. You can do it that way. Just shake and exhale and breathe. And then the third thing is a truth check. So asking, what do I actually want to think about myself today? That's such a powerful question. What do I actually want to think about myself today? What is going to actually, what thought, what feeling? Again, you can do this either or. For me, I would always say, I want to feel really fucking good today. What does that mean? Well, I don't want to feel stressed. I don't want to feel anxious. I'm not going to allow anyone else to bring my vibration down. And if they do, what's going on? What am I making it mean that someone else said to me that's bringing my vibration down? Again, there's whatever works best for you. That's really my like goal in everything I do with anybody, is because what works best for one person doesn't work the best for the other. So I just want, like, there is no specific certain way you have to do any of this work. It's very intuitively led, which is what makes it kind of difficult to teach sometimes, because anyway, that's me I need to get rid of that thought. That's a thought I need to stop thinking. And so, yeah, what do I really want to think about myself today that's going to support you? So I think that I am a badass, or I think I do know what I'm doing. I think I am very smart and full of wisdom. I think I am beautiful. I think I am, worthy and deserving of beautiful conversations today. There's, whatever comes to your head. Okay, so that is the morning mindful morning. That is getting mindful of how your energy is working, what's serving you, what's not. Again, you want more, come over to the chat. I'm getting ready to record and put a meditation into there. And so, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this, you guys. Thank you for being here this morning. I can't see any comments. I can't see anything because that's just the way it is. But I'll respond when I get done here. Okay, I love you guys. Have a good day.